So we're here in St. Mary's Upper Church, wanting to be able to give people a little bit of an update with regard to where our renovation project is at this point in the process. Those of you who may have come in this week because our lower church is closed will have seen some of the changes that are here. There are three different aspects of our renovation that we are working on at this time. Each of them is a contract that has been signed by Bishop McManus in order to be able to bring these things up to date. So the first thing is, as we look to the south exposure of the church, is that the windows in the middle, the four middle windows, which began with the story of the Annunciation, the marriage of Mary and Joseph, and then the visitation between Elizabeth and Our Lady, and then the image of the Nativity, have all been removed. These are the windows that are now being worked on in the studio in Hampton here in Massachusetts. So they've covered the windows with brown paper in order to be able to make it useful to have used the church because the windows were taken up actually before we closed. You'll notice that the very last window, the one closest towards the bell tower, there's no ventilating window at the bottom. Part of that is because that has rotted actually, and so we're in the process of working with them on how to be able to repair that or even replace it as we go forward. So because of the COVID emergency, some of their staff is also staying home because of their compromised immunity. So the project will take a little longer than we had first planned, but it is on track. And we are expecting that sometime in August, these windows will return. The contract that we have is with regard to the removal of the pews. The pews that run along each of the side walls of the upper church have been removed by the same company that actually installed them 40 years ago. They have taken them to resize them. What you'll see, because the pews are missing, it exposes the radiators that are there from the beginning of the 20th century. So this allows the workmen to be able to remove them and then remove the wainscoting, and then in its place they will place the new mechanicals for our new system that, instead of using steam heat, will actually use forced hot air and cold hot air for air conditioning in summertime. So these pews have been removed. They will be sanded and refinished and then brought back after they've been resized in order to allow for the continuous change in the mechanicals that will be here in the upper church for the new heating system. We've moved now to the lower church, which is the third contract that we have, which is for the asbestos abatement. This work is to remove all of the asbestos, which of course is a toxic material. And as you'll notice, everything has been covered in plastic to preserve the windows, the stations, and also the pews that are here. If you look up towards the ceiling, you'll see that there are white pipes that are below the plastic. Those are all wrapped in the asbestos. That's the material that needs to be removed with particular care and by government regulations. So this company will remove this asbestos as well as the heating pipes. That will make this a clean site then for the next company to come in and to install our new heating and air conditioning system. The middle pews are not covered because there's no asbestos in the middle of this little church, and so that area is not a contaminated area, and they're working on the far side of the church. And once that's done, they will close this curtain when they work on this side in order to be able to remove the asbestos from this area